Friday night, so it's pizza roll night, and it's ranch and hot sauce. I'll mix it up. It was supposed to be salad with it, but I opened my salad and it was bad. So tonight it's nothing but pizza rolls. See you guys tomorrow night. What's for dinner? Baked chicken, green beans, and cilantro lime rice. Tonight it's Instapot spaghetti and meat sauce. So it's 1 pound of ground beef, 1 teaspoon of basil, 1 teaspoon of salt, some minced garlic. It says 4 cloves. Once this is browned, then you'll drain it. Now that that's browned and drained, you add in your water, which is 2½ cups, 8 ounces of noodles that are broken in half. I weighed them out. And you want to take your noodles and kind of one layer like that, and then the next layer goes the other way. It's supposed to help with them not to stick. Add sauce over the top, and then you push your noodles down into the water and do not stir. And then you put the lid on. Seal it. Cook on high pressure. I think it said 6 minutes. Yep, 6 minutes. And then you do a quick release. Now that it's quick released, you want 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. And then stir that around. Once it's all plated, I'll come back. And that's dinner tonight. Spaghetti and garlic bread. See y'all tomorrow. Another what's for dinner. Tonight we're having Cajun chicken alfredo pasta. It calls for 2 tablespoons of olive oil, which I already have in there, kosher salt and ground pepper to taste, and 2 chicken breasts. That equals about 1 pound. Now I haven't seasoned. Now what I'll do whenever I go to flip it, I'll season the other side too. You want to sear the chicken breast on both sides for several minutes. Now that it's seared for several minutes, and it does pop a lot, you remove it, maybe, from the Instant Pot. And then you add 14 ounces of sausage, which I have kielbasa, and 4 cloves of minced garlic. And then you cook that for a minute. Alright, it's been a little over a minute. So now you want to add 4 cups of chicken broth, 1½ tablespoons of Cajun seasoning, which I'm going to get as close to half as I can get. Good enough. Stir that around, and then you add 1 box of penne pasta. Flatten that out, and then you add back your chicken breast back in. Cook on high pressure for 8 minutes. Now that it's done, we take the lid off, take the chicken out and put it onto a cutting board. Let it rest for a little bit. And then stir this around. Add 2 cups of cream. It was 2 cups, yep, of heavy whipping cream. And 8 ounces of Parmesan cheese. And leave it on warm. And it needs to sit for a little bit. That way it soaks up the liquid. And once your chicken is rested, what you want to do, you want to take it and slice it and then put it back in. I cut the chicken kind of into chunks. And then we put that in, stir that around. And then the longer it sits, the more it will thicken up. Cajun chicken alfredo pasta and peas. That's what's for dinner. See y'all tomorrow. Hey guys, it's another what's for dinner. Tonight is chicken pot pie casserole. And I am changing it up a little bit. We've had this one before. So, I'm like, I know that there needs to be some other stuff. And also, I am cutting this in half. Because it makes a lot. The regular recipe calls for all 8. But since I'm cutting it in half, I'm only doing 4. And those, you cook at 375 for 8 minutes. Once those are done, you leave the oven on, which I'm using the toaster oven. So once that's ready, then I'll put it in. It calls for 4 cups of mixed veggies. But since we're doing it in half, we're going to do 2 cups. And this says to cook it for 10 to 15 minutes, which I'm going to add some 21 seasoning salute. It doesn't say to add anything, but the last time that we made this, it was kind of bland. It was good, but it was just a little bland. And we'll add some kosher salt. I'm sorry about the noise, my dishwasher's going. And some pepper. And then put the biscuits in. 8 minutes on that. These look good. And now they've cooked for 10 minutes. So you want to add 1 cup of milk. 2 cups of cooked chicken. And I chopped up and boiled 1 potato right after I boiled the chicken. I put the potato in to boil that for 10 minutes. This was one thing I missed last time, was a potato. And then you stir it all around and then cook it till it's nice and bubbly. Which, this is where you add your salt and pepper. But I added it to the veggies. And I'm going to add some poultry seasoning, maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon, and we'll add some thyme, about the same amount. Need 1 tablespoon of melted butter, and it called for half garlic. All I have is garlic salt, half a teaspoon. That's for the regular recipe. And then you take that. Now, if you don't cut it in half, it's a 9 by 13. But because I cut it in half, I'm just doing an 8 by 8 pan that is greased. Spread it out evenly. And then you take your biscuits, and the cooked side goes down. Then you take your butter that has the garlic and you put on top, spread it around, and then you bake it for 10 to 12 minutes. And that's what it looks like when it's done. And that's it plated. What I like to do, I like to take my biscuit and tear it apart and then mix it all in there. That's what's for dinner. See you guys tomorrow. It's Thursday, so it's leftovers. Cajun chicken Alfredo pasta, chicken pot pie casserole,